Exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that in. Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always, Simon, it's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that deep and throw the football.
Newton, flush to his right. And that is
all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Newton. He's going to loft one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougall. Whoosh. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Shamar Stephen getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Newton. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now Newton. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And all the way down to the 37. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
You know how some quarterbacks can hot-foot it for big yardage?
Cam's one of them.
Cam is one of them, but I think he thunders for big yardage. That is a big, big man. And when he's got the ball in open field, look out.
And that's just a glimpse into why he has the most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in NFL history.
Yeah, a lot of people say that's a defensive end carrying the football. Good luck trying to get him on the ground.
Give him 30 yards there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Newton now to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They snap it to Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funches from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
They run it with Carson, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Forced out to his left. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. This complete to Lockett. Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Two minutes remain here in the first half. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 4th, this is 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton escaping the pressure right. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Newton. And Olsen over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Newton, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. They will go for it. Now Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dontari Poe. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. First half in the books. You're watching. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson on first down. He's got the tight end, Vanette. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Wilson on second down. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen?
Good old days.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Wagner able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back to throw, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Wes Horton, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Carson. He's to the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. A 22-yard scamper. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Ron Rivera didn't get the nickname Riverboat Ron for nothing. His guys are going to go for 2 here. Newton to throw. Pass incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Shotgun, 4 down, 4 down. Shotgun.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He gets it to Baldwin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A gain of 39 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
His throw at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. To kick is Janikowski. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. To throw is Newton. And now he'll tuck it and run. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have recovered. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baldwin. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Back now in Seattle.